Hey, this is Danielle DeLate for the New Music Buzz, and in today's show, Empire Strikes Back. Season 2 of Empire starts September 23rd, and we recently got to attend the press junket at Carnegie Hall. In our artist spotlight, we talked to recording artist Gingger Shankar, and we're at Madonna Bar, where fans celebrate the legendary pop singer's current world tour. So let's get this party started and roll that intro. Empire Season 2 will air September 23rd on Fox, and we got to attend the press junket at Carnegie Hall, where fans got to hear from some of their favourite Empire stars and got a special performance from some of the actors. So let's check it out.
Well, for you, Danny, what was something that you got on the air that surprised you got on?
Empire.
Go with that. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, because I think we want to know. It's the biggest show, the biggest hit in the 21st century. Talk about that first conversation about getting it on the air, what you guys went and said to Fox about the show.
Fox was completely open.
Well, Danny, first of all, let's talk about it. It's a year later. How do you feel? I'm gonna not to take it away from you.
No.
I gotta.
I'm just gonna go park my car. You just deal with it.
I mean, you know, Danny and I, we've been through this since the Butler guys. I don't know how many of you have seen the Butler. And Danny said, let's do something else. How do we take it to another level? And we haven't really talked about this. And you don't know what we're gonna say. We haven't really talked about this, but Danny, it's a year. A year now, today, and here we are. And did you know? I didn't know. I thought, okay, it's gonna be like one of them BET shows that's gonna be, Danny, though, did you know? Did you really know?
I did not know. Thank you very much. I love you too.
Those are the BET execs
They
up
were
there.
talking to me, right?
We love BET.
Well, since I'll start with you, Terrence, I want to ask all the actors this. What was your first thought about your character when you first read that character on the page? The first thing you thought about Lucius when you read him, and then go to all the actors.
That was my first thought. This is never going to work. and then after talking to Lee and talking to Taraji and talking to my assistant and talking to my wife, you realize that it's just challenging, to play a monster, in a sense. It's challenging to play somebody as a monster and then has some kind of heart. Gay son, bipolar son, crackhead son.
Did I miss an episode, Crackhead Son? 'Cause I thought I watched all 12, but clearly.
But season 3.
No, like he said, these are characters that these are characters you're used to seeing in movies. You know what I mean? Because it's safe in movies. You can say what you want to say, do what you want to do, because it's movies, But when you talk about primetime network television, I was like, ooh, no, this is never going to work. And I honestly thought, this will be great. We will put this incredible work in the can, and Fox will choke, and they'll put it on cable. And I was expecting that. I was waiting for that to happen. And then, so I went on about my summer, maybe I'll go to Italy in July. And I get the call that the show is picked up. I was like, what? Are they crazy? Cookie beats her son with a broom. And she calls one son the F-bomb. And what? They're letting us say this? And it's amazing because every week I get the script. I'm like, I can say this? Really? I mean, it's what I've dreamt of as an artist. You want to do the work that's gonna challenge people to think and gonna ruffle feathers and get people upset and spark intelligent conversation so that change can happen. And to be a part of this show is just amazing. And yes, I was scared as hell of Cookie, but I knew that if she was played and based in reality, then people would identify with her and understand the struggle. Because you can judge her, you can say whatever you want about her, about Lucius, about what they did to get where they are, but at the end of the day, their sons are not statistics. Okay, their sons are not in jail. You know, they broke a system of, they broke a cycle of poverty. And anybody that's from the hood know that is very hard to do. It is very hard to do. To break it, and not only break it for yourself, but for your sons, for your black boys that's coming up. So that's why I think they're kind of heroes in a very American way, if you will.
And again, you know, that's the reason why we have to think, and I say this not to be politically correct, but from my heart, because I only speak, sometimes I get in trouble, and sometimes, you know, whatever. The thing is that Dana Walden and Gary Newman, I know that they think every week, oh my God, what are they thinking of? What are they going to do, you know? Because we have a network to run at the end of the day.
Well, Jesse, I want to ask you that question too. When you saw the script for the first time and saw your character, what did you think?
I was like, hi, baby. I was just like...
Put it down. Go ahead. Put it down. That's okay.
I said that I had to play Jamal. I begged, I kicked, I screamed, I sang, I danced, I Instagrammed, I DM'd. I slid up in Lee Daniels' DMs like, what? But the strange thing is that I wasn't expecting for it to be this, and then to be a part of something so incredible. And you know, I had seen all of the work that Lee Daniels had done and that Danny Strong had done separately and together. So I was already, but I didn't know that it was gonna, when I read the script, I was like, but it's still a Lee Daniels and Danny Strong project. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's for network television, but it was still there. It was so honest, and it was so bold and brave and fearless. And for that, it made me really fearful.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah, definitely. Because
Are you afraid? Because I'm afraid when I do this. Are y'all afraid?
I'm not afraid anymore because you will kick our asses if we're afraid. And so it's just the way that our set and our project works. It's just the way that I'm sorry, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed.
They told us in the back that
You didn't say it. I did.
I wasn't there
curse.
for the briefing. So you know, it was scary, but it's so great, and it's you know, I'm blessed and I'm happy that I got this role for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, for me, hello everyone. Hey, but for me, you know, this being my first acting role and stuff like that, you know, being able to work with nominated directors, Lee Daniels, Danny Strong, Taraji P. Henson, you know, it's a dream come true, you know. My audition, I had to walk in and audition with Terrence and Taraji. So Lee was like...
Wait, what was your audition like? Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, you know, I walked in, I was a little nervous, and Lee was like, do you want them to leave? And I'm like, no, I see y'all on BT reruns all the time. So I feel like I know you. Yeah. And then I heard about Naomi Campbell, you know, Lee Daniels' friend, who was an iconic supermodel, and I wanted to do the role. And Brian Grazer, you know, I did a FaceTime with Brian Grazer, and he loved it, and I'm here today. Yeah.
So you and Jussie not gonna tell how about me and Terrence really like fought for y'all or nothing like that?
Blew y'all
Like
up.
all the time.
Y'all missed that. Can you run it?
Or
Rewind.
Danny?
The question was not how we got the role. The question was, what did we feel after reading the script? But Mr. Mitchell, if you asked that question, I
I'm
was
just gonna let you
gladly
guys work
tell
this out
how
amongst
Terrence
yourselves.
Raj.
I don't want to do a lawsuit.
I called Lee and I saw, because you sent me Jesse's tape of him singing.
No,
and I
he said, hold up. Tell him what he's saying. He's saying blurred lines, a cappella. No. Listen to me.
Didn't he say? He said bird
Listen to
lines.
me.
He said bird lines. I was
said-
cracking up when he said
lifted
bird
his shirt
lines.
up in the audition.
I almost died.
He showed his nips. No, listen. He sang
He said blurred lines.
Blurred lines.
Lee just trying to show you that his diet worked. So, you want to walk? Go ahead, walk. Go ahead, walk.
Bring in the master. master.
Soy Jazz Giraldo y no se les olvide de siempre mantener atentos a la página de internet www.thenewmusicbox.com. Paz y amor para todos ustedes, no se la pierdan. Nos vemos pronto.
Go ahead, walk it, do it, Cap.
No, Lee
You're so
sent
wrong.
me and Terrence an audition tape of Jussie singing Blurred Lines a cappella. Let me tell you
Sing
something.
it.
Yes, yes,
Sing it.
yes, yes.
Sing it.
Let me
Yes.
get it.
Sing it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let
Was
me
it
get
Beyond?
I
Was it
can't.
Beyond? Was it
I
Beyond?
can't. Let me just
Was
say
Beyond?
this. Let me say this. Let me just say this. I love, what's his name that sings it?
Robin.
I'm joking. I love Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke is talented. Robin Thicke, I have his albums. But
Here's everything.
this one is singing a cappella with no studio involved.
Jussie,
no
sing it.
tweaking,
Sing it.
Jussie, sing it.
Hold on.
Sing it, Jussie. Sing it. This is, hey y'all, this is Jussie's audition tape. When Jussie, sing it.
Maybe I'm overbad. Maybe I'm overbad. Maybe I'm out of my
Show your chest.
mind. Okay, now he was close. This is it. Whatever, y'all get it.
So Trey,
So Trey, yes, Trey, please.
I saw Shakespeare, man. Shakespeare. I came from schooling for a long time, and I saw something that, but I saw something that was familiar yet dangerous. I saw a man that was full of vulnerability and frailty, built on a persona that he didn't really fit. I saw a man searching for his identity, and that really intrigued me as a man and as a black man, particularly with the bipolar disorder, seeing how that can be swept under the rug in our nation, and to be able to spotlight some of these issues like, it was really important to me, and to see, Jussie with dealing with, a father and a son with Terrence and Jussie, with a man whose son is homosexual and trying to come into his own. Ultimately, how does a father-son relationship do? What's the dynamic between all three? And it was something that was very interesting, I hadn't seen before, and really wanted to be a part of. So it's a blessing.
You're amazing in the role, right?
Brilliant.
Just brilliant.
one of my favorite scenes you had this season when you were in the shower, just basically falling apart. I mean, talk about playing that scene, because there are any number of ways you could have done it and done too much with it, and it's a beautifully played scene.
Sorry, before you say that, I need Danny to talk about you, because Danny, I speak about you, and it's with on another level. But for Danny to understand it made me feel like I wasn't crazy. Danny, talk to them about your casting of him.
Oh, well, with Trey. Well, Trey walked into the room, and he just looked at us, and he said, "I'm Iago, right?" And I turned to Lee, and I said, "That's the guy." I mean, for him to just understand so innately what this role was.
Because he's trained.
Right? And then, yeah. And then when I just remember thinking right before he started reading, it was like, please be good, because you're the guy. And then he was amazing, and he's the guy, obviously, right? 'Cause, like, you don't get a better actor than Trey. We're just, every time, everyone's just blown away by your talent. Oh, this entire cast is so genius, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Caitlin's the only white girl on this girl, okay? She ain't playing. She's blonde. She's
I
skinny.
will read you up and down and drag you for filth.
Exactly. She will read you. She will drag you across the floor with her skinny ass, beautiful blonde self.
That's my homie. And that is all her hair. And I hate her.
Some of the genius with Caitlin and Grace is that they're able to play these somewhat villainous characters, and they bring such humanity to them. And you end up embracing them and loving them. And for them to be able to just play both sides of it and still deliver a kind of soap, villainous turns, and yet still be so likable and be such rich characters, it's just a real testament to what great actresses they both are. It's really amazing.
Thank you.
No, Caitlin, if I can ask, because if he's Iago, you're Lady Macbeth. I mean,
Well, that was what Danny talked about in the audition, and that was super exciting for me because as a skinny, blonde, pretty girl, I wouldn't have said it.
I'm sorry, we'll be okay. That's so
you-
sad, being a skinny, blonde, pretty girl. Your life in this city, I can't imagine.
No, I mean you don't get juicy parts that often, and I thought, oh, this is not just a wife or a girlfriend or a best friend or somebody married to somebody with bipolar disorder and what that entails, and being thrust into this family as the only white person on the show, but also I know, it's weird. I am white, you guys.
Do we make you feel weird? We make you feel weird? We don't make you feel weird.
No, God, no.
I want this on every
Thank you.
episode.
One of the things that's so great about Andre and Rhonda, too, is that they're just this devious couple who have the best relationship in the show. I mean, you have all of these dysfunctional relationships, and they're just in it to win it together, and they love each other so much, and they bring that to the screen, and it's one of the things that's a real secret weapon of the show, that's an emotional core, that a lot of it is what they bring to it as actors. It's very special.
Hey, I'm here with Madonna Bar creator Ray Isaac, originally from Sydney, and we're now here in Los Angeles. How are you, Ray?
I'm amazing, really excited.
Yeah.
Pumped.
Okay, tell me, how did Madonna Bar start?
It started one day. I was just thinking about who I loved so much and what I really wanted to do, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do a night all about Madonna because I love her, and I just want to celebrate her. And it happened in Australia last year. I did it a few times, and I decided to bring it here because I know there's a lot of Madonna fans who are craving a night which is just Madonna, from a Madonna fan, for the Madonna fans. So here we are. Yeah!
It's really great that you're connecting all the fans with one another and they can celebrate something that they all love together.
Yeah, it is. It's just, I don't know, I just think we really need an event that is just all about celebration and the love for our queen. And
what makes her your queen?
well, since I was a child, I think she's just someone I've always looked up to because she's just ambitious, she's got no inhibitions, she's confident, and I think that's what I connected with. And of course, you know, her music and her songs are really catchy, but I think just her overall as a person being just mesmerizing and inspiring. So.
And what's your favorite Madonna moment?
Moment? Oh gosh. Oh, the first album. So basically everything in the first album, mostly Burning Up. Because when I was a child, I used to pretend I was her.
Oh, we've found out some juicy gossip here.
Yeah, so that's my favorite moment in the 80s. So, I mean, we like the other ones, but that is my favorite time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I can't wait to go inside and check out the venue tonight, and everyone is like going crazy and super excited.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a reoccurring thing in LA?
Well, judging from the amount of people that have showed up tonight, yes. Our next event's going to be the Rebel Heart After Party next month, and I'm going to try and put it on monthly. So, very excited about that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Thank
tonight.
you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye. Hi, this is Ray Isaac, and you've just been buzzed.
Need fast cash? Well, go to cityloan.com or call 877-553-9071 to borrow $3,000 or more using the equity in your paid-off vehicle. The best part? No credit checks. Your car is your credit with City Loan. Over 99% of City Loan customers are in good standing every month. So call 877-553-9071 now. And get this, if you sign up today and you are approved for a loan, you will receive a $25 gift card from Target. Be sure to mention promo code TVAD to receive your gift card. Also, don't forget to like City Loan on Facebook at City Loan Community and follow us on Twitter at City Loan. Now back to the New Music Buzz.
Bring in the master. The master.
Gingger Shankar was born into one of the world's most accomplished and influential musical families. Her musical accomplishments are many, even boasting a feature with Katy Perry, Trent Reznor, and many more. We caught up with her at a recent LA performance, and she lets us know what's up with her latest project.
Hi, I'm Gingger Shankar, and you're watching the Buzz Artist Spotlight. I got my start in music basically in my family. Everyone in the family are musicians, so for as long as I can remember, I was going to concerts as a little kid. I was singing, I was dancing. I think it was sort of like a natural thing that happened from the time I was little. And by the time I was 3 or 4, I started a lot of music lessons. Well, I come from the Ravi Shankar musical dynasty. He's my granduncle, so I grew up with musicians all around me. My grandmother was a fantastic vocalist. My mother was a vocalist. My father's an amazing violinist, so I was around it from the time I was born. I started actually playing the double violin because I was carrying a lot of instruments around from playing in festivals. I had violins and violas, and trying to mic them at festivals was kind of complicated. So this instrument was built by an amazing guitar luthier that covers the entire orchestra range, so I can take one instrument with me that covers violin, viola, cello, bass. I think every artist I work with, superstar or an artist like me, I think it's influenced my whole sound. I feel like I've become a hybrid just working with Indian classical artists and Western artists, and I've gotten the opportunity to work with amazing artists like the Smashing Pumpkins and Katy Perry and all these other people, so it definitely influences my sound. My sound is definitely a hybrid. I think I have a lot of Western influences, a lot of pop, electro pop with a little bit of Indian flavor to it, so it's definitely a hybrid of electro pop. The new record is actually called Beautiful Imperfections, and it's going to come out early next year. Our relationship with Roland was amazingly organic. I met Igor, who works over there, and we just completely vibed on the music, and so they've just been helping us out so much with our percussion and with our drums, and we just love them, and we've been working with them for about 6 months now. A typical Gingger Shankar show is flying by the seat of your pants. It has a lot of violin solos, amazing percussion, drums, super upbeat dance music, so it's a good time. I think my advice to any young musician is be persistent, don't take no for an answer, and learn as much music as you can. I think I've sort of been put into a box in a lot of different ways, from soundtracks to film work, and sometimes you're put in the Indian box or the woman box or the violin box, so I'm trying to break out of all those boxes. I want people to walk away from the show humming all the songs and really being into the music without knowing who any of us are. You can find me at Gingger with 2 G's in the middle, shankar.com. Facebook is the same, Gingger Shankar. Instagram, Twitter, we're on all those different things. Hi, I'm Gingger Shankar, and you've just been buzzed.
You're not built for this. These boys come in here, they gotta fight for life. People die in the ring. Your daddy died in the ring. I don't know him. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I've been fighting my whole life. It's not a choice for me. Every punch I ever thrown's been on my own. Nobody showed me how to do this. I'm ready.
Sick eyes from the nose pressure. Release slip zip ties on the protesters. 6 wives in the fry of a mold weather. Medic caviar bar out in Odessa. Dirty needles breaking all the old records. 100 hoes, one Chevrolet, some old treasure. Old Zeke used beef as a gold tester. Figaro's finger waves, project for the old lovers.
This picture's from the 10th round of the first fight, right? I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo. Behind closed doors. Is that true?
How do you know all this?
I'm his son.
And wear gloves for the reason why I gave time. Scared thugs going crazy in a cage box. Looking at the world through the TV, a day room, rapping over beats. So they made electric chairs for us nowadays. Last meals, no appeals for them to try and stay on death row like Suge in a late pot. Maybe he could dig a tunnel while the A block.
A great fighter once said, it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
This guy here, that's the toughest opponent you're ever going to have to face. I believe that's true in the ring, and I think that's true in life. Now show me something.
That's all we have. Special thanks to Taylor Lee, Lauren Mel, and Ray Isaac. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and double tap us on Instagram, all at The New Music Buzz. I'm Danielle Delay, and I'll be back at you like a boomerang. The New Music Buzz is sponsored by Monster Products DNA Pro, the cutting edge in today's fusion of entertainment, technology, and fashion. City Loan, financial help you can trust. And by Rockwell Watches. Check out more music news at www.thenewmusicbuzz.com.
Peace out.